Welcome to our next episode of Cold Coffee and Stale Donuts. Today, I am very excited to have with me Jen Flere from our Omaha office. Welcome, Jen.
Hi, Dave. Thanks for having me.
So, first, to get started, tell me a little bit about what you do for Ritter.
I am the National Agency Director, and I oversee and work with the most amazing team out in Omaha, Nebraska, and they are specialized in hierarchy management and agency relationships.
How long have you been with us?
Almost 13 years.
13 years.
September.
You know, I believe you were the very first employee we hired remotely.
Scott K might counter that, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe Scotty, but I think from once we kind of got rolling, I was a little nervous, but it all worked out 13 years later. So it's been a great experience.
I think on my 90-day review, you said, well, April hasn't complained, so we're good.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. Got to keep April happy. So the first section is favorites. So I'm going to ask you a couple things. You tell me what your favorite is. So we'll start off with your favorite sports team.
Football, we're going to go Chiefs.
All right. Baseball?
Royals.
So it's Kansas City?
I grew up there, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, everything Kansas City, love it.
Your favorite food?
Sandwiches.
Oh, what's your favorite sandwich?
Ice cream sandwich.
Well, favorite food, you could just make it ice cream.
Well, I know, but you get that cookie on the outside, and it's just really good.
All right. Yeah. Good. Favorite movie?
There's a few. So if it's on, Legally Blonde is always played. Thank you, TBS. But Willow is probably one of my favorite movies.
All right.
Sci-fi.
Favorite music genre?
That's a good one. I like all music. I'm currently listening to Matt Mason. So he's probably in that indie rock genre, maybe. George Ezra. So that's how you pronounce Ezra. Yeah, George Ezra.
So you haven't gotten to the country music yet. It seems as we get older, everyone seems to slide into the country music.
Well, I was raised on old country. Waylon, Willie, Patsy, Dolly, Loretta. I was raised on old country and folk. So Mamas and the Papas, Lovin' Spoonful. And then I started to play some current country, and my husband isn't really into what he calls bro country. So,
well, I got to stick with that.
Yeah, but we do play a lot of Shabuzi. Bar song right now.
Favorite board game?
No.
No?
No, but my 9-year-old likes to play Sorry all the time.
Do you ever win?
He cheats.
No.
Yeah, so he does, yes.
He'll get far in life with that.
As he says, he's finding strategic advantages.
Hey, if you're driving down the road and you need something to eat quick, where are you stopping?
Ooh, Runza. Do you have those here?
No.
No. So Runza's a Nebraska staple. Midwest, I think.
What's, is it burger, chicken?
It's an old German sandwich. It sounds horrendous when I talk about it now, but it's cabbage, onion, beef, all in this doughy bread. And it's hot, and you can put cheese in it or any kind of flavors. It's delicious.
Well, hey, if I happen to make my way back out to Omaha, maybe we'll try.
You should. Okay. Yeah, you should.
Well, that's going to lead us into this or that. So I'm going to give you two choices. You tell me which one of those. So wine or beer?
I used to sell wine.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to go rum.
Okay. Roller coaster or Ferris wheel?
Roller coaster all day, every day.
Yeah? Well, then, just so you know, you'll have to make a trip back here with the family because Hershey Park, they're known for chocolate, but they have about, I think, 9 roller coasters over there. Yeah, big roller coaster. Every year, it seems like they bring a new roller coaster into the park. Yeah. So.
Or you could get off early one day and just go.
Could.
Yeah.
Could. Beach or lake?
Oh, beach or lake? Beach.
Yeah.
Toes in sand.
That would make sense. You're in Nebraska. So of course you'd like to be.
I need to get away from the landlocked.
I don't know you can get any further away from the beach than in Nebraska.
Fun fact, Nebraska is the only triple landlocked state. You have to go through at least three boundaries to get to water. Look it up. It's fun.
No, I'm going to trust you. Spicy or sweet?
Savory sweet.
Savory sweet. Okay. Cats or dogs?
Dogs, but I love kitty cats. I just can't breathe around them.
Book or movie?
Book. I love books. My husband and I are both avid readers, and over 30 years of buying and reading books. We recently donated about 800 or so to the Friends of the Omaha Public Library.
Nice.
Yeah, it was time to clean out the house.
So this is a question that just kind of off the cuff. If I were coming to Omaha, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what the one thing I wouldn't want to miss in Omaha would be?
Do not want to miss the zoo.
Yeah.
The zoo that is only uphill.
It's a funny story. So the first time that we went to Omaha to visit Jen and her team, April and I get off the plane. We go to rent the car, and the car rental says, "Are you here to go to the zoo?" And we're like, "What zoo? We're in Omaha." And we're like, "No, they're the best zoo." Then we get to the hotel, and when we're checking into our hotel rooms, the lady says to us, "Are you here to go to the zoo?" And we're like, "What zoo?" And she's like, "Oh, it's the greatest zoo ever." And we're like, "Okay." And then the next day we go to the office, and one of the things when we go out and visit our offices that are outside of Harrisburg, we always like to do one fun event. And when we get there, we say, "Hey, what are we doing?" And Jen, who I believe you were pregnant at the time,
very heavy pregnant,
says, "We're going to the zoo." And it didn't make any sense to me until we actually got to the front of the zoo, and it was Mutual of Omaha, and then it all clicked. And I'm like, oh, it would make sense why they'd have a zoo. By the way, a stellar zoo. And my understanding is since I've seen it, it's even gotten better.
It has. We keep getting the #1 ranking on USA Today's best zoos in the country.
Well, there you go. If you're in Omaha, don't forget to stop at the zoo.
Wear good walking shoes. It is uphill both ways.
So you've mentioned son and husband. So is that the extent of your family?
And a dog. So we have so hubby and myself, 9-year-old, and then we have a 4.5-year-old yellow lab.
All right. Oh, Mally?
More beach.
Nice. So my last question, it's always the hardest question, and that is, what do you and your team do to help our agents grow their business or just, make their business better or ease of doing business?
That's a great question. We really try to provide them with kind of that concierge one-stop shop for them to call into Ritter and be able to get someone to help them with whatever that service might be. And sometimes that is the ability to be able to diversify, add more products, helping them with trainings, and making sure that we can set their agents up in the best level that's going to help support their growth. So we really provide a lot of guidance, education, and training with all of our agency partners while we're trying to manage all those hierarchy levels for them.
Perfect. One follow-up question to that. Is there anything that you guys provide our agency partners that maybe it's a great benefit, but they don't fully utilize, or they're not 100%, maybe they don't know about it. I'm always shocked at things that some of our agents and agencies don't know. For many, many years, we'd go to an event and an agent wouldn't know that we had Medicareful at the time or an online enrollment tool. And they'd be like, "What's that?" And I'd be shocked because of the number of times that we promote it. So either something that you think either is, that the agency owners or that they're not taking advantage of, or a tip that would make their life easier.
Yeah. I think that it would be really great for them to know that we have a variety of services available to them to help them understand their business better with Ritter, to know what their agents are producing, where they're producing it, where they're ready to sell. We have a lot of really great reporting on demand at their fingertips on our platform, but our team members are specifically there to help them with what is specific to their agency to help them with that growth you had just asked about. And this reporting that we can give them is going to really showcase for them where they have opportunities and where they have some agents who might be flying under the radar from kind of a marquee standpoint, but are actually really amazing, consistent producers, so that they can find ways to model that with other agents.
No, I love that idea. One thing, you've heard it all your life, but the squeaky wheel gets the oil. And a lot of times, we even see that with our agents that are direct to us where, they'll call in once or twice a year. We answer their questions, but for the most part, they're out there just trucking away, doing their work, and they don't necessarily get recognized all the time because we've got other agents that, are calling in more frequently and asking for more things. So I do I like that. Well, thanks, Jen. I appreciate you taking the time to answer my questions. And as for you, we'll see you next time.